Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings, and namaste to you all. Today is Saturday, July 19th of 2025, and I do hope that you guys are having a grand day out there. We're going to go ahead and get started with some channel energy that I've received. Before I start, I do want to put my disclaimers out. I am not a psychic. I am just a messenger here to provide the purest love and light vibes from the Most High Creator, my spiritual team, guides, God, Gaia, the universe, the Most High Source, and the purest love energy possible. Therefore, we remove any dark entities, dark energies, evil eye vibes, evil eye vibers, and negativity from this space. We keep it divinely protected in the love, light, and glow of the Most High Creator and our spiritual team. If the Cinderella slipper don't fit, don't force it. Do not eat the food on the plate if it don't resonate. It may not be for you. I may not be the reader for you. That is perfectly fine. Find the reader that's best for you. Not sure if I said this because this is my third time starting this opening. But I am, this is never to impose my feelings, thoughts, beliefs into your life. It never is. So please, if it don't resonate, don't even worry about it. But this is also a non-judgment zone. It's a healing zone, an uplifting zone, a clarity zone, a spiritual zone for those who need it in this time. So if I repeated myself, I do apologize because again, this is my third time opening a message. But I'm hearing third time the charm. Sometimes in life, it seems like things are not moving forward. You know, you hear 3 strikes. I mean, I just saw 1 minute and 55 seconds on this timer. Because sometimes we hear 3 strikes and you're out. But then I'm also hearing third time's the charm. So, yeah. Take it in whatever perspective that you may feel, of course. Spiritual bird, but just being mindful about the energy and the frequency that you're putting out over your life as well. Because if you think, oh, 3 strikes, I'm out, then you probably will never think third time's the charm. You get what I mean? So anyway, let's get a declare and decree message to start this reading out. Thank you, spiritual team. What is it for the divine collective? All right, I'm gonna wait because I did write down some energy. So let's see. On July 16th, I've been trying to do a reading for the past, 4 days, and it just hasn't happened. But I wrote on July 16th, it was 3:44 p.m. and I started to get decks for the message, and I heard, "You're the muse the world is and has been waiting for or waiting on." And then I heard, "It's time," but I heard it in the Mariah Carey's voice when she's like, "It's time," for the All I Want for Christmas song. I heard it in that way. And then I heard, "Gift to the world, joy to the world." So with the Christmas energy with Mariah Carey's voice, hearing "It's time," that's around Christmas time when she sings it. And of course, some might not celebrate the holidays. So, you know, don't read too much into it if not. But the message of it is, you're a joy to the world. You're a gift to the world. Then I heard Mother Earth. I heard no fighting, no suffering, no superficial. So this world is very, very superficial sometimes. And it suffers from it. Like a lot of people, if we want to think about the hierarchy, they could be a lot of superficial people up there to where the whole world suffers. Okay, going through a suffering. Then I heard enough with the superficial energies. Yeah, Spirit is like, it's enough of superficial energies that's plaguing the world right now. We need some organic energies, some real energies that's not superficial, that's not, I'm hearing AI generated as well. I'm hearing a lot of people are becoming more superficial because they're depending on AI to give them that voice. but the voice that they're using through AI or chat GPT, GPT, then it's like, oh, everything is, I'm going to listen to what chat GPT is telling me to do. But it's kind of creating a superficial being for the artificial intelligence. I know what I'm saying might be a tongue twister, but hopefully you're following where I'm going with this. Sometimes my messages come out and I'm trying to like really steer it. So bear with me, okay? So it's enough of the superficial energies. This world has seen enough of it. And then at 6:10 and 6:11 p.m., again, y'all, see, from 3:44 now it's 6 o'clock. I didn't get to do the reading, but I heard "We're Family" or "We Are Family" song. Yeah, we are family. I heard that song. And then I heard "Everybody Knows Your Energy." And I heard "Unmeasurable." So people in your family, they know your energy. People that are like family to you know your energy. And they know that you're not superficial with it. So today, 7:19, 11:33 a.m., I started this reading. I sat down to start it. But then I was called to go back to my last video, which was recorded on July 14th of 2025, and was basically a 777 portal. So I was called to look up that, but I didn't get to do it in that reading. So we're going to look it up now. And look, y'all, it's 11:55. Yep, on Saturday, July 19th. So that's another symbolic energy here. These angel numbers, y'all can always look up, of course, if you need to. But 777 signifies deep spiritual insight, encouraging you to trust your intuition and inner wisdom. Okay. It's considered to be a truly lucky number, and it is considered to be a truly lucky number, and it's ripe with divine guidance, deep compassion, and strong intuition. And then 779 or 7779 is the importance of endurance, persistence, patience, confidence, hard work, and determination. Your angels indicate that you are shedding old facets of your life that no longer suit who you are. You are now living a more authentic life. Exactly. That was that portal energy. So in that reading also, the energy of the girl who unalived the McDonald's manager, I spoke on that. And her name is Risen Phoenix. And I wanted to look up Risen, because you're like a rising phoenix, but this particular girl has her name as Risen Phoenix. So there's a difference. So when I looked up Risen, it says move up from a lower position to a higher one. Come up or go up. So these lower frequencies want to move up to a higher position. And then it says get up from lying, sitting, or kneeling. But that meant lying down, but I heard lying. A lot of these dark energies are lying. Okay? And they'll sit on it as long as they can. On the other hand, you're the rising phoenix. So the rising phoenix, when I looked up the definition of rising, it says going up, increasing, or sloping forward. An armed protest against authority, a revolt. Yeah, you're like the rising phoenix who is increasingly going up and up and up. Protests might come up too, because you're in an authoritative position that can create a revolt. Like, you're making this world, you're the spiritual warrior on the battlefield, okay? And so the more you are rising, the more your powers increase, the more the frequencies of the world increase in a more higher vibration. So you're continuing to rise vibrations. That's the difference. I know it's a little choppy, and bear with me, y'all, because I feel like I'm a little off today. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what this is at the bottom. All fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. If y'all want to screenshot and write that down, burn it. Shabi Zane. This is her card deck, and that's pretty much the instructions to clear the energy. So all fear of living and dying is destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. See, on this battlefield, it can be fearful, correct? Especially when you feel attacked by everybody. Even if you just want to go out and have a drink, you don't know if somebody in there is psycho crazy. It's a lot of crazy things happening right now. And so you're this brave person who, it's like you're no longer afraid of being and walking in your authentic power. So that would actually make sense. You're no longer afraid to be authentically you, unapologetically, and being real, because you already know you being real is going to bring some evil eye vibes your way, possibly. All right. Again, 7779 indicates that you are shedding old facets of your life that no longer suit who you are. You are now living a more authentic life. Yeah, you're more authentic in life and in nature. And you're connected more with nature in this time, possibly. If not, you're being called to connect more with nature. All right, Spirit, what's another message? Way too many. Spiritual work, thank you. Spirit, what's another message for the Divine Collective, please? Clarity, thank you. All spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. All spiritual warfare waged, if I could say it, I'm hearing rage, but it could be that too, against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. So you can write that down, burn it as well. The bottom of the deck. All unhealthy pride and ego that prevents internal change is clear from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All unhealthy pride and ego that prevents internal change is clear from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All right, so those three you can definitely write down, burn it if you need to. We're gonna dive into another message. Let's see, going off of this energy, spiritual warfare has been real. Okay. Let's see. Mute. You probably went mute against, yeah. I'm hearing you went mute against an unawakened soul here. Or maybe you, oh, excuse me. You went mute against someone that was unawakened, but they want to return. This person could have had an unhealthy pride and ego mentality that they prevented change. And then I'm hearing that you went mute on someone that was unawakened. How can I say this? So you've gone mute because there could have been a point in your life where you were unawakened, of course, before you actually fully woke up to your spiritual qualities, even, or just from a sleep state, woke up and broke out free from the matrix, right? You probably woke up and you were unawakened. But then when you realized, when you spoke up, how can I put this? This is a weird energy. Hold on, y'all. Tribe. Somebody in your tribe. It was an unawakened energy here. All spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones. There was someone who was coming at you, who was unawakened, who wanted to create spiritual warfare, or had this huge ass pride and ego that prevented them from seeing your authentic nature. That's what I'm receiving. You had even a tribe of people around you that could have definitely been unawakened, and maybe you got separated, because there's some separation here, and these people possibly want to return, but you've gone mute on some people here. There are some people that you had to go mute from because they were unawakened, and it could have been a tribe of people. Yeah, look, you probably contemplated about even reaching out, or they're contemplating about reaching out to you, but look, they wear a mask. You realize a lot of people was wearing a mask out here. All fear of living and dying is destroyed in my energy. From my energy and spirit and the flesh. I'm getting like, you could have had a fear of living, meaning maybe you didn't live up to your full potential before, and if anything, you felt like things were dying around you. Because I'm not actually getting like a physical death, but I'm getting more like a symbolic death, like things dying off around you. Maybe you felt dead inside. You couldn't live, or you always felt like spiritual warfare was blocking you and stopping you, or something like that. And that could have been an unhealthy, prideful thing that you held on to. It's like being prideful that, yeah, everything around me is just dying off, and it's like speaking that over your life, because I did hear that earlier. Being mindful of how you speak things over your life. Again, three strikes and you're out, or third time the charm. Which one is it? Maybe you felt like you were dying instead of living. So it's like, oh, 3 strikes, I'm out, whatever. I'm just walking around here, everything dies off. Or, ooh, it's third time the charm. I'm living, I'm out here. I'm living and breathing. But there was some spiritual warfare that was waged against you to make you feel like that. And I'm getting like you had to go into a mute stage, because at one point you were unawakened, but you returned to yourself. And by you returning to yourself, it is connecting you with a tribe, possibly. But then again, you always sit and contemplate, because you don't know if people out here wearing masks. You're like, they say that they're pretty cool, but are they wearing a mask? And you don't know if these people are really your people. You really don't. Because you've ran into so many unawakened souls out here. A lot of people that you just ran into a lot of unawakened souls out here, and you had to go mute. A lot of these unawakened souls want to return to you. Spirit team, what else we got? A lot of unawakened souls. Look at this shadow work. Yeah, they walking in a shadow, but they are trying to reinvent themselves. But see, look at the fear card. The fear card showing up. You got a lot of unawakened souls that were afraid to awaken. So you shedded off unawakened souls that were projecting fear onto you, that offered you a cup of love, a cup of support, a cup like a relationship, a cup of money, like whatever abundance that they were offering. It was something dark here, but it was like a fear, a shadow. Because look at this, the shadow card, you can't see their face. The fear card, you can't see their face. Reinvention, you don't really know who they are. They were already unawakened. You couldn't see who they were. Now they still want to return, but who are they? And the deception is here. You still can't see their face. You can't even see who offering you this. There's a lot of, because these people was wearing masks. I'm getting chills. It's a lot of people out here wearing masks that are binded to devil ass energy. Third party energy. I'm hearing third party energy. Somebody wants to return to you that could have possibly been binded to a third party. That now wants to return to you. This energy is kind of choppy. But you released yourself. You went mute on this particular individual or these people, this tribe, somebody that was very deceptive. This person could have, again, waged spiritual warfare against you. This person is still possibly walking in their shadow side, trying to reinvent themselves, but they have like a fear of, showing who they are. You went mute. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I'm like, how is this really coming together? Yo, this is coming out choppy to me. But you basically went mute on individuals with unhealthy ego and prideful ways who prevent internal change. And so that could have been projected onto you. You went mute on unawakened people who tried to cause the spiritual warfare waged against yourself or your loved ones. You went mute on people who have a fear of living and even a fear of dying. But they want to stay in the shadow side, and they more stay in the fearful side that could have been projected onto you as well. Because they could have offered you something, but it was a deceptive offer here. You're very in tune to deceptive offers now because you went mute. You're very in tune to people that are binded to third-party toxic energies because you went mute. You going mute has broke free and released this grip off of you. That's why with the declare and decree, you going mute has destroyed all this energy in spirit and in flesh in your own life. Because you walk more in your authentic life. A lot of these people want to return because they know that you're the person that's going to help them reinvent their life or awaken them. Again, return. But it's like whoever's returning to you is possibly wearing a mask. And it's 12/12 as I say that. It's 12/12. Yep. This person wants to return to you. Or these people. Oh my, y'all, look at this. Look at this. I was going to put these cards away because I set them aside. Didn't even realize. So spring. These people want to spring forward. I'm hearing and act like they're awakening. Still can't see their face. And look, it's solitude. Can't see her face either. So you have unawakened and awakened here. This person may be awakening, but they're still kind of standing in the same place because it looks like this is the same place. So they're awakening. Somebody has an awakening about you, and now they want to spring forward to you, but they realize you've turned your back and you went into solitude because you already got this mute energy here. So somebody definitely wants to spring forward and say, hey, I've awakened. Hey, I get it now. Or they are having an awakening, a spiritual awakening here. Yeah, they're being guided. Somebody's being guided. Look at this. Karmic partner. Could have been a karmic partner here. Again, that's the 3 people. Third party energy. Somebody's having a rude awakening that whoever they're tied to is karmic. All right, Spirit, what else we got for the Divine Collective? Thank you. I did kind of want to go back. Yeah, there's a barrier here. Barrier is separation. See? That distance, the tribe. Spirit is still blocking somebody who's separated from you because they're still in a karmic way. They're still in this karmic energy. So this barrier is up to protect you. And your spiritual team is keeping this wall up because this person is trying to return unawakened, still wearing a mask, still in their shadow work, and still very fearful about changing their life. Or if it's not that, they're still wearing the shadow side that they're trying to mask. They're still deceptive, wanting to offer you things to appear like they've awakened. Because the offer card underneath it is the awakening card. It's like this person, oh, I'm awakened, but I'm gonna still give you a dark ass offer. I'm telling you, yeah. Somebody definitely want to return here after the separation. See, look, in commitment. There's a karmic energy, or maybe these people, they want to still offer you a commitment, but it's something about them that's not what's up. Oh, okay, Spirit. They still into the 3D material world. That's why they still focus on the material things in life. But see, it's change on this card. They have to change first. They're not changing. Again, all unhealthy pride and ego. That makes sense. All unhealthy pride and ego that prevents internal change is clear from my energy in spirit and in flesh. That's that change. These people still focus on material world. And if they're still stuck in this matrix and you've elevated, it's just, you can tell that they haven't awakened. And that's why you might stay mute. Or there's still separation going on. Even though there's communication here, somebody is in regret. Yeah, somebody's in regret because they did not commit to you. It could be a divine masculine energy. They still not showing their face, and they're still not showing their face because they still at a crossroads. This person puts you at a crossroads. This message could go either or. It could be love, of course, but this tribe is also standing out. A tribe of people that you separated from that were karmic partners. You know, partnerships, partnering up, committing to a mission or whatever this is, or committing to a opportunity, like a job opportunity. These were karmic partners that there was separation and a barrier with. And at times you may sit back and contemplate like, man, that was my people, or this was my person. But damn, this person is still wearing a mask, or I still don't know who they are. And your silence has brought an awakening in a sense, because now this person could be contemplating, okay, how can I return back to the collective? How can I return back? Like, this person wants you back. But then it's like, they're very deceptive with it. I'm also getting like you're going to get offers that might be deceptive offers. Because with the offer card next to the bind or the bound card, some offers are trying to bind you to the devil energies because you're rising. And again, they feel like they've risen. When I hear risen, like I'm hearing conjuring up things. If they can rise, if you're rising, they can feel risen with you, meaning move up from a lower position to a higher one. So these people that want to return, they're in a low position right now without you, but returning to you can make them feel higher because you're already on a higher frequency and you work for the Most High. That's why the Most High is creating barriers with people, because they know that a lot of people are sniffing you out right now. Crossroads. Yeah, they had a dark night of the soul. You got a lot of people at a crossroads that are a dark night of the soul trying to sniff you out. Anyway, let's get another. Because I did hear you're the muse the world has been waiting for or is waiting on. You're the muse here. All right, spiritual team. What else we got for the Divine Collective? All right, Spirit, what's the other message for the Divine Collective, please? And for this message. Thank you. Eight of Materials, which is Eight of Pentacles, came out in reverse. Okay, so being called to get the book out. So the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Hold on. I'm just going to read it because it doesn't have a reversal part. But keywords: working and perfecting your craft, taking pride in a job well done, building skill over time, mastery, being an expert, dedication and pride, not cutting corners, effort versus laziness, sole purpose. So she spins her roses with proficiency of a master weaver, stringing together their beauty and craftsmanship. Let's see. Every time you seek to improve your creation, it matters. Continue to build and expand. This muse can get so caught up in her spinning roses that she can forget to take a break. So take time to smell the flowers, sweet spinner. So basically, this is in reverse because it's time for you. Again, you have to go into solitude to take time to realize life. Third time's the charm. It's not 3 strikes out for me. It's third time the charm for me. And when you did that, you had to go silent and go within in solitude. And you had another awakening. Like you had a huge spiritual awakening where you realize now, like with your spiritual awakening, and it's 12:22 now. Yeah, I keep seeing angel numbers. Well, now it's 12:23. But when you had a huge spiritual awakening, this particular one at least, it's like you got to see who was still unawakened, who was still in this material world, only focus on that. All right, Spirit, what else we got for the Divine Collective? The sun. Yep. Telling you, the sun showed up for you. You're a very beautiful energy here. People need this sun to warm their heart. They in a cold place. And I'm hearing cold-hearted, cold-blooded people out here. Like, you got saved from some people with cold-blooded intentions towards you. Again, the spiritual warfare energy coming through. I think this is 5 of Swords, which is 5 of Voices. And that's the truth, Ace of Voices. Because you had people that really wanted to come against you. And your voice cuts deep. So the fact that you went numb to people, that made some people really pissed off. Put it that way. Some people got really pissed off because you went numb. Well, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to tell them. To tell them. That's so crazy. Oh my god, y'all. So there was a card deck that I was gonna get because it's been called to me, and it's crazy because the unawakened card showed up and the awakening card showed up. Well, the deck that called to me was Awake, Inner Wisdom. So let me get a card deck from here first. I mean, a card from this deck first. See, haven't used these in a while. All right, spiritual team, what do we have for the Divine Collective for this message? Thank you. So you out here, it says blaze a trail. Yeah. You out here, you about to blaze a trail. Again, you're the muse the world is waiting on or has been waiting on. And it's because you healed and you're shining. And hello void is here because you're filling voids in your life. Hello void. I'm getting like with this mute card. You had to go mute in order to fill voids into your life. Usually people think a void is being filled with connecting with people or staying busy, being in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. But for you, going mute fill the voids in your life. However, it also seems like it's creating voids in your life, because if you're going mute, it's going to probably create some voids in your life, meaning people are going to become distant. There is going to be separation, but I'm hearing celebration too. It's like voids can create separation, but also celebrations. The fact that you are staying to yourself or went mute, yes, it feels like it created voids where people got distant, but it also awakened you and filled all the voids because you realize like, yo, this person actually isn't healthy for me in this time. Or you know what? I need to make some internal changes because maybe I'm creating the voids in my life. And why is that? So you have to go mute. You have to heal and shine. And now you're coming out and you're blazing a trail as this sun energy. You're blazing a trail with your sunlight and your enlightenment. Spiritual bird. That's what's happening. And you're creating, now people are filling the void of you. Yeah, there are people that's filling a void of you now. Because you're not turning back anymore. All right, spiritual team, what else we got for the Divine Collective? Okay. All right, spiritual team. What else we got for the Divine Collective? Thank you. So, New Spiritual Bay and Hidden Secret came out. Hidden Secret. You could be having a new spiritual bay that is a hidden secret. Some people probably mad because what I'm getting is this person that wants to return is again hiding something. They hide in something. Okay. But they want to appear as a new spiritual bay. Or I'm hearing body snatchers, or what is it? Destiny swipes, something like that, where they could appear like, yeah, I'm a new spiritual bae, but the hidden secret is they just got all this deception and third party energy and unawakened masked energy that wants to return to you. So they're trying to put on a mask like, hey, I'm a new spiritual bae, or hey, we new tribe people. You get what I'm saying? It's so weird. The new spiritual bae could be somebody wearing a mask, or they could be a tribe of people wearing a mask, and that could be a hidden secret. So the discernment is key. I'm telling you, yo, it's weird because it's getting like testy. Spirit is like, I'm so proud of you for passing all of your tests so far. However, tougher tests are going to appear. The more you are rising, more tests are going to come up. And sometimes it might come up in a form of a spiritual bae. Just saying. Be mindful. Look at this. Hidden pregnancy as I pick up the deck. So you could have a spiritual bae and y'all could be birthing something that you're hiding from the world because it ain't none of their business. And or you just have something birthing with a new spiritual bae. And it could be kids, or it could just be a life together. Again, I'm hearing like there's a lot of hidden energy here. The person that wants to return feels like you could be hiding some things from them, or this tribe of people that you stopped talking to, they feel like you hiding out, or they feel like you voided them out. And some people want to realize like it makes them upset. I did hear that earlier. Some people are upset, like this wolf is like upset because they can't figure out if you do have a new spiritual bae. If this is an ex that wants to return, they probably like, man, they voided me out. Do they have a spiritual bae? What they got going on? Look at this. Devil ass energy showing up. I'm telling you, this person want to come back because they feel like you hiding something. Or these people want to come back because they trying to figure out what's going on in your life. That spiritual warfare waged against yourself or your loved ones is now destroyed from my energy and spirit and in flesh. Or destroyed is now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Whatever. Either way, you have people that have wanted to rage this against you. I'm hearing there are people that want you to have deceptive offers just because they want to keep devil energies towards you. But guess what? You energetically cut the cord. I'm telling you, that's that mute energy. You cut it. You cut off some devil ass energies that are upset. Because now they don't know if you are pregnant, if you got a new person, what your healing look like. You didn't fall for their deception, but you still out here blazing a trail in your own birthright. And nobody knows what's going on. Like these people don't really know what's going on in your life. They just some devil ass energies. Malevolent, Deceptive. We already got the deception card out. So that confirms. The deception card confirms the deception. I mean, deceptive on this card. See? Tempting, manipulative, ruthless, destructive, vindictive, seductive. Yeah. Yep. Courting, release, detachment, clarity, empowerment, purification, boundaries, and healing. Yep, you've healed from some big mouth, nasty people. Shit talker, gossiper, spreading rumors, foul mouth, yuck mouth, all talk, no action. You cut the cord from these people. Some people was really just speaking ill will over your life to cause spiritual warfare. And they had some unhealthy pride and ego ways about themselves. You had to cut the cord. That's why these people mad over here. And see, these people create this fear-mongering energy, and you have to destroy that too. Yep, because cannot make this shit up. Beware of the charmer's pack. Exactly. See that devil energy? A warning unfolds against a bearer of keys, empowered by dark forces to unlock and consume the essence of the unwary. Granted access by shadows. Y'all, we just saw the shadow. I'm telling you, people walking in their shadows, and they trying to work with you. They trying to commit to you. They trying to deceive you. This is what's happening on these missions right now. And they try to, oh, we have the key. We're going to offer, again, that dark offer. Can't make this shit up, yo. Even though my message sounded a little choppy at the beginning, this makes sense. These people will try to come back and give you a dark offer because they know that you're shining. They know that you're the world, you're the muse the world has been waiting for. They want to come up with the risen energy. They want to conjure up. Again, they want to move up from a lower position to a higher one. Get up from lying. These people have been lying. Yeah, they've been lying down, but they're lying. They're on a lower frequency. They can only come up if you pull them up. They can only come up if you don't realize what they're hiding in the dark. If they keep this mask of deception, or if they pretend like they're a spiritual bae, like they can keep coming up. But this person is a shit talker, a backstabber, a control freak, a manipulator, a dark force who keeps walking in their shadow side. So spirit is just telling you to be mindful of these devil ass energies that still appear like they've changed, or they could appear and reappear in a new form. Okay, they could be shapeshifters. That's the word I was looking for earlier. I said destiny swipe, but I'm really hearing like they shapeshift to offer you things. So, granted access by shadows, the key holder does not seek connection, but depletion, aiming to drain your energy and spirit. Protect your inner sanctuary, discern true intentions, and resist the seductive guise of those who come bearing gifts of darkness. Exactly. That's what they're going to try to offer. Yeah, because look, they got a lot of tricks up their sleeves. Come on with it. Yeah, this message is a little dark, a little deep, because your mission, you came out in this sun-ass energy. You're taking a break from society, from the world, from people, even yourself. Like, you're taking a break to energetically cut cords and heal yourself and blaze your own trail and get rid of a void. Where's that hello void card? Remove these voids. And, you know, you're doing it by yourself. A lot of people are surprised. Yeah, look, spiritual awakening. Because you're going through a whole, I'm telling you, I heard deep spiritual awakening, but it's been a rude spiritual awakening as well. You're navigating a spiritual awakening, shedding old ways for new insights and purpose. Embrace the transformative journey towards deeper self-awareness and universal connection. Yep, that's what you're doing. You're blazing a trail. And look at this, clown shit. Look at this. Clown shit, not my circus, not my monkeys, but I know the clowns. Exactly. You know these clowns. You know who they are. And they've been divinely stumped out. That's that separation. That's that barrier. That's why Spirit is keeping up a barrier with these clowns. And these devil-ass energies. They've been stumped out. These people who is trying to pack with you are being divinely stumped out. Because they got way too many tricks. Yep, it made every evil eye go blind. Okay, these people wanted to send evil eye vibes. They've been divinely stumped out. Once this divinely stumped out is stumped out, look at this. You got real, look, you have real, if I could talk, real estate offers. Yes, the economy look like it's a shit show too, but you still about to get something sold to you, something granted to you, something offered to you. It says beginnings, prosperity, foundation, sanctuary, growth, stability, community, homecoming, new home sold, and look, engagement. Just saying, all this green, the heart chakra, somebody, again, that new spiritual bay. You could be moving forward, and these are the hidden secrets that nobody know about. Because if anybody wants to know about your life and then go and just spread and talk shit about it and gossip about your life and foul mouth talk you, backstab you, why would you want to share anything about what's going on in your life with these people who send these evil eye vibes, who are very toxic? Okay, that's why, thank you, Spirit. That's why this toxic energy has been blocked, banned, blocked, banned. I'm telling you. And these people feel homeless and lost on this journey. Okay? Because they've been blocked. People need to focus on the toxic energies that they possess, but they already, it's like they're around people with a lot of toxic energies too. As you're moving forward. Again, you're moving forward because the rising Phoenix is going up, increasing, or slumping forward. An armed protest against authority, a revolt. Like you fought back. You fought these demonic ass, devil ass energies off. People that shit talk you, blame you, want to be you though. It's like, oh, I blame you for this. I'm shit talking you, but I actually want to be you. I actually want everything that you have. They want your home life and your love life. See? And then they want you to fear that it will never happen for you. But see, you've had to learn how to go mute, go silent, work on your shadow side, go into solitude, and have your spiritual awakening. Because this is you going through a spiritual awakening. These people are just having an awakening. But see, you're having a spiritual awakening. That's why this person, you can't see who they are. This, you can see his face because you had a spiritual awakening. You're not afraid to shine your light and be seen. You know that it's going to attract people that want to shit talk you. If you moving on up into the east side like the Jeffersons and you're getting engaged and everything looks good for you, you're shining, you're glowing. You don't care. You're unapologetically yourself. You're who you are. You're not hiding anything. But people will think that you're hiding because they're in a low frequency. But it's not even that you're hiding this from people, because yeah, you would want to share your happy times or things that are going for you, like your accomplishments, yeah, you want to share those with people. But if you know and you realize, like, dang, every time I share this with somebody, it's something else. Like, it's not genuine. You don't feel a genuine thank you, or congratulations, or I'm happy for you. So you just keep it to yourself. And then in your solitude, in your hermit energy, that's when it gets dangerous, because that's when you see all these unawakened devil energies that are trying to just offer you false love or opportunities or contracts just to charm you out of your engagement, your new home, your new opportunities. And that could have happened to you in the past. See, these people are awakening to that, but you're on this spiritual awakening to where they're still technically not there. And that's why they have been blocked, because they try to be scam artists, and they're just very toxic. It says poison, draining, manipulative, destructive, volatile, controlling, harmful, negative, and suffocating. Second time that fell down. It's a fall down, but I think my phone actually is about to die too, because it's about to close off. So I'm gonna end it. I know this was a long message. Don't force the fit of it, okay? Do not eat the food on the plate if you didn't like it. I do appreciate each and every one of you so very much, more than you know. Yeah, you can always email me if you want. But I do hope that you guys enjoy your day, night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light. Blessings. Namaste.